And providing everything is how it's supposed to be, except for the time, apparently. I'm so sorry that I made an approximate time and I didn't stick to it.
All I see is just no.
That's all you need to see.
Even though I'm on the stream page, it hasn't started. There it is.
No, it takes a couple seconds.
Yeah. I even got the notification we were streaming. And it still didn't show up until after the notification went away. Then it remembered, oh, we're streaming! And then it worked.
Yeah, YouTube and Twitch both are having their own separate problems recently.
Apparently.
And I'm more talking just of the mechanics. I'm not even talking about the creators. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Fucking Max. Yeah, it's been enough time. Audio's good. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzie.
And talking about the mass exodus from content creation recently.
Max exodus, whether it be through firing or cancellation.
Yeah. Or just changing how they're going about it. Meanwhile, there's us, who's just doing the same thing.
Who needs to be paid?
Yeah, I mean, clearly. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to this unexpected Monday stream. This was not in my scheduled lineup for this week. My hours got cut, so I'm on standby for most of the week. I'm working tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, so we are neither going to have Baldur's Gate nor Kingdom Hearts this week. We are absolutely going to be having some more Persona 3. I am going to fucking fight myself to be able to stream that one of the days one or some of the days when I get home.
Good lord.
I'm sorry, Suzie. You've worked retail. You know how it is. But yeah, got another stream of Paranormasight with Christoph.
It's so weird to hear any amount of any of you call me by my actual name. It's so weird to me. It's not that it's a bad thing, but like even when Pooja says it to me in earnest, it's still weird to hear Christoph be used.
Yeah, when Pooja calls me Robert or Vicky called me Bobby for the first time, it threw me off entirely.
When did she call you Robert for the first time?
What, Pooja?
Yeah,
a couple times. Like it was just like random slip ups. Like, I mean, that's my name, but like she's always called me Bobby.
Yeah.
It's weird when you're not expecting it from somebody. And I wasn't going to, but I'm just like, oh god, rhythmically, I need to add more. Christoph.
The Toph just kind of came out of you.
I certainly hope not. I don't want a blind girl in me.
No.
Speaking of Vicky, I wonder where she is.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of Avatar.
Nah.
Because I've just been hearing a bunch of... We should start the game. Before I just start going on to all the weird shit I've been hearing about the Netflix show.
You just said a moment every... yeah, that's exactly it. Because I was called...
What if I just call you Freeman, Suzie? Would you be...
What?
It's Freeman.
Right.
Disassociating every time they hear the first name.
Yeah. We are at the split. Okay. Of course. That is how we end our streams here. I was...
Okay.
I was trying to remember where
That's
we
fair.
left off because it's been a couple of weeks. So I was.
Didn't Tetsuo? Did we finish the thing with Tetsuo? And yeah, we finished like the first thing with him.
Yeah, Tetsuo got his.
We went through with Yako, and she died, and we don't have another pathway from that. And then we didn't do Hare, but Tetsuo is available.
Yes. We went through Yako's story, and Mako actually died.
Yes. Mako died because Yako decided it was a good idea to go back into school, even though she said don't go back into school, and it likely triggered a curse.
Mm-hmm. And then we started off with Tetsuo and his sidekick there. And they are investigating a crime scene in a park, different from the crime scene of fucking Shogo here. And they were about to wrap up, and then it turned midnight, and Tetsuo got his curse, the Evergreen Beach, which allows him to curse and to kill by hanging anybody who lies to him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just about where
which is very useful for a detective to have.
Yeah. And we left off with him saying, yeah, by the way, we're not going home. This is going to be a long night. So we're gonna keep going with that.
Because the story has to take place at night, because that's where everyone is.
And also, that's the only time that the curse can be active.
Also true.
The Hunt for the Curse Bearers, Part 1. Tatsumi and Jun are sorting through the facts at the scene of Officer Hajime Yoshimi's mysterious death. Tatsumi denies the existence of the rite of resurrection until the curse echo of the Evergreen Beach appears before them. Yeah, sometimes it's just said it like you just gotta stop fighting it at some point.
That's really funny.
Now midnight, just after he's gotten the curse. That is you.
Is that SpongeBob?
Yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The rite of resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of the curses from the 7 mysteries of Honjo? We're just getting exposed to the to what the curse is.
Yeah.
And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area? Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Quick on the uptake. As you're quick on the uptake. I forgot we're actually going by fucking facial expressions here.
It's mostly just the kissy face that they bring in.
No, that's what you like to do.
He also has some pretty... I don't know what that is. Oh, that's me.
What do you want?
I thought that was him still speaking. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth.
I'm never silly.
False. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that.
Not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I try not to get too close.
But now I'm cursed, so I believe it 100%. Are you just being a sore loser, not used to admitting you were wrong?
Oh, shut up and listen. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just shut up and listen.
Just shut up and listen.
Shut up and die.
See, I was trying to think of a replacement for drive, but listen was the word I picked.
See, I didn't even say drive, I said die.
You said die, yeah. You sure did say die.
Shut up and die.
Just shut up and die. Which still makes more sense logically than listen.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep saying it. I'm listening.
I don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, wait for me, boss!
As the smooth jazz takes over once again.
Yeah, that's some pretty smooth jazz. Like that trumpet is going ham.
Oh. To the Ryogoku Bridge. If you remember anything, fucking nerd is going to be around here.
Oh god. Who did nerd again?
That was you.
Oh boy. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility?
It's the truth. Not like I can prove it, though. Jesus Christ, June.
It'd be really good at killing Pinocchio, for sure.
Only the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. It's an emergency. I need help. Tell him. What? A secret department? He's not stupid, but he sure can be slow sometimes. But I think that positivity of his may come in handy at some point. Sure, you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone.
I just sat back down.
Okay.
Right. You can trust me not to. But no, I can't. I just can't believe it. I heard rumors that you used to be a member of a security division attached to the Security Bureau.
Secret division.
See? Did I say security vision?
Yes.
Yeah, vision.
Security vision.
Yeah, secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs in teal text.
Yeah, considering that this is Japan, I would be surprised if there wasn't a division called Paranormal Affairs.
I would also be surprised if there actually wasn't a division of that department. God.
Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. Thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there.
No, this is incredible! Oh, that's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by the secret agencies and stuff.
Yeah, he's good with the English language. It's fine.
I've always been good with words. What are you talking about?
Serious? You serious?
Yes. You serious?
He just turns into Davidson for a second. Serious?
June, give me pictures of Spider-Man! But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist...
I need pictures of Menace.
Then of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them.
Seem a bit too eager to believe all this.
And you weren't?
And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me.
Come on, boss. Do you only have one favorite food?
Yes.
I feel attacked by this line. You can like more than one thing.
Listen, no, it's fine. You have three favorite foods. Cheese, pizza, and mac and cheese.
No. The food groups are pizza, chicken, and mozzarella sticks, and any variation of that. that is the pyramid of only foods I eat.
And all of them have to have more cheese.
Yes. Cheese is at the very top, and it's also covering all the other sides of it.
Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. I'm not sure why they stuck me there. We ate Taco Bell the other day.
Yeah, it was a grilled cheese burrito. 3 of them actually, and they had extra cheese. And two of them were chicken. And then also a cheese. It was I think it was a taco with chicken and cheese. It's still mostly cheese.
Not sure why they stuck me there. That's 4 years. I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Let's read about it.
Let's read about paranormal. The PAB.
Yeah, let's read about the PAB. You don't like the grilled cheese burritos? I'm not too much of a fan.
Suzie doesn't really like them because they're a little too oily for them.
That's fair.
It is probably the only menu item that I eat from there consistently.
Although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, Security Division, Special Security Unit, Paranormal Affairs Bureau. Wow, that's just one fucking okay. It's one
cool.
title for the division. All right.
Also, Suzie, I specifically have it without Chipotle mayo and without the Fiesta strips. Because I don't like them.
You at least have lettuce.
Yeah, there's lettuce in there. I don't really like how that lettuce tastes, but I usually have it regardless.
All right.
I like the leaf lettuce more than shredded lettuce.
There. More commonly referred to simply as Paranormal Affairs. It doesn't come with lettuce. Okay.
Yeah, you can get it added. On the application, you can get it as an add-on.
Where's my controller?
It doesn't normally come with lettuce, but you can get it on after the fact. You can also add extra chicken on top of it if you want to. Anyway.
Only a handful of people know of its existence, even within the police force. As the name suggests, it specializes in the investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomena. Since the existence of paranormal phenomena is not public knowledge, nor is it readily believed by the general populace, the Bureau's activities are conducted in the utmost secrecy. Until mementos and the real world get fucking fused and then everybody starts to believe until they forget.
Yep, because plot convenience.
Is it a texture thing with the Fiesta strips there?
Maybe it's that in combination with the mayo, because I remember I had it with both and I really didn't like it. Maybe I also don't like the crunch. It could also be a texture because I like how soft it is.
Currently, there are only 5 members, including the chief. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their case, including Mio Kurasuzu.
Oh.
The Bureau undertakes investigations into any suspicious stories that cross their desk, though the vast majority turned out to be hoaxes. Due to the sheer volume of cases, closed-lipped, experienced detectives without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Tetsuo Tsutsumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. The current chief of paranormal affairs is a man named Kuiru? Kuiru?
Queer.
Queer? Queer?
Yeah. Queer. Queeru. Yeah, it's just Queeru. So yeah, no, it's just queer.
So queer Nakagoshi. Got it.
Very queer.
Yay. Or bi. Or pan. Or ace.
He's just not straight. That's all that means.
Really? Queeru. Yeah. It's fine. I'm getting my foreign language training enough as it is with our set this time around for orchestra.
Yeah, it's great.
We got Russian, we got Latin, we got Italian. Oof.
We got oohs and ahs. That's my favorite language.
And then we have like one English piece.
Did you say English?
I said English. Iru. Got it. He was born to a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations and has served as Mio Kurozuzu's mentor since discovering her. Iru is an elusive figure. Very few have met him in person, and he is rarely seen in the office. It is said that this is because he has often been the target of curses. However, some theorize that it is in fact because Kuiru is not actually of flesh and blood at all. His seat in the office is currently occupied by Nue, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. Nue is, yep, I remember the Persona equivalent. The Nue resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Quiru's messenger, leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird.
Bird!
The term Nakagoshi case serves as a code name used to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs.
So every case that's under the PAB is a Nagakoshi case?
Yeah?
Or Nakagoshi case?
Nakagoshi, yes.
I flipped the K and the G.
Hey, we found Loa.
No, that's a Loa case. Which is also what happens when you use the small letters. Because it's a Loa case.
It's also what happens when you have a bonus stage in DMC 1. Fuck that skeleton head platforming.
Oh god, yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I apparently did it very easily.
Yeah, I remember Suzie being simultaneously pissed and astounded.
I guess I can accustom myself to shit platforming if I try hard enough.
Perfect.
Which is why I'm gonna love DMCs 2 through 4. Haha.
Hey, now we get. No, we haven't read up on them yet.
No, they have extra information on them now.
Okay, so we did read the first part. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, updated June. Why don't you read it?
Okay. Can I get some water first?
I guess.
Okay.
I ain't reading everything. A lot of information. Suzie, when he's back on a stream with you, you can deny him water all you want. For now, I need him alive. He's right.
Yo, what's this I hear about Suzie denying me water?
You asked her if you could get water. She said no.
Weren't you the one that made the hydrate animated GIF?
Oh
Such
my
a
god,
hypocrite.
Suzie.
What do you mean it gets you sick again? Suzie! Didn't you just get sick?
Is this something else, or is this something that Dante brought home again?
It probably is the latter.
I was gonna say, I know what the answer is.
Yeah. Okay. Born to a relatively well-off household, June developed a healthy sense of self-esteem and an optimistic outlook on life. Although watching action movies and detective series as a child instilled in him a desire to help those in need, it was the sight of Tetsuo Susumi, who was in charge of investigating a case Jun was involved in as a student, that truly inspired him to become a police officer. It's always something Dante brought home.
You see, I can't read sarcastic in text form, so...
It's very hard to read sarcasm in text when it's literally just the word no in a lowercase.
And it's not like you could do that, like, alternate letter thing, because...
Also, it's also not like I genuinely thought you were like, no. I thought you were just like, no. I'm like, what are you talking about?
What you talking about?
It's fine. It's all jokey, friend. I almost closed my water bottle and they took a sip out of it. Yeah, I'm doing great today.
No, you're not allowed to drink water.
Damn it. Well, you're older than me, so I guess I can no longer drink water.
While June maintains.
Okay, because I think you scrolled down. And just
I did.
I'm like, oh god, where was I? While Jun still maintained a strong respect for Tetsuo, he also gets much enjoyment out of making casual cracks to get a rise out of the veteran officer. As an adult, Jun continues to hold on to the faint hope that the world as he's pictured in his youth, a thrilling place in which superhuman heroes do battle against secret evil organizations. Why not just call them superheroes?
No, superhuman heroes.
It's just a longer way to say it, Japan. He attended the police academy with Richter Kai.
Who is that flamboyant detective that we met with Shogo?
I don't know if I remember him. I thought it was the guy who died.
No, it was the one that was asking you about the lighter.
I need to see a face.
We'll get to him. It's okay.
The two initially became it's now private investigator. The two initially became friendly when Jun found Richter holed up in a hole. Rick holed up alone in the reference room, scouring over old crime data, and invited him to go bowling, a popular pastime during his era.
Hey, cousin, let's go bowling.
Hey, Nico, let's go bowling. Well, also, I mean, even if this is supposed to take place before, in pre-50s, bowling is still fucking popular.
Yeah, it is.
Not as much, but it's really good, and I like bowling.
Yeah. No, I just did that because that's the first thing that popped into my head when I saw bowling. Thank you, GTA 4.
I keep forgetting that's a GTA reference because I've heard it within. I've heard it so much outside of that game, and the first thing I think of with bowling is The Big Lebowski, which I never watched.
He was possessed by the Evergreen Beach curse echo while investigating the former Yasuda Gardens. Previously a member of the secret Paranormal Affairs Bureau within the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Security Division. He makes use of this experience to investigate the ongoing large-scale curse incident with his partner Jun Eryo. Rather than sitting behind a desk, Chief Inspector Tsutsumi always worked in the field as he moved his way up the police force. Behind his stern face lies a compassionate man ever prepared to help his fellow officers. That same attentiveness to his work and colleagues, however, cost Tetsuo his marriage several years ago. Tetsuo has a penchant for candy and desserts, which he tries, but fails, to conceal from other officers at the risk of appearing soft. He delights in buying local sweets whenever he is sent to investigate a case, and would often volunteer to be dispatched to distant locations to acquire them while he was with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. He's also surprisingly knowledgeable about current trends, a trait he puts down to investigation-related research, but which is actually spurred by his wish to have something to discuss with his daughter. That makes sense. Oh yeah, this is Richter Kai. If it doesn't ring a bell, it's fine. Jesus Christ, Ariel.
So, do you have it?
Have
The
what?
Krabby Patty? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted?
Nope. I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. One beer and I'm down for the count. Let's go back to the alcohol gag, because that was so funny the first time.
Is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle?
Nope, that's just me. Thought it helped get the point across.
Oh. Huh.
Sorry. Seems like I keep disappointing you.
No, it's not your fault, boss.
At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. And it is. It is.
What? Say there's no hope? So there's no hope for me? No, say it ain't so.
I don't know why they decided to have one of those faces be an option for their dialogue.
Also, just these faces in general just tell a story in and of itself.
Ariel, what did you do?
Nothing.
Ariel?
Nothing.
Give me back the curse stone, Ariel. You can't have it.
I mean, he would... The moment that he tried to take it, he'd die. Because he's lying to him.
No, like, you still have to activate it. It's not automatic. You could choose to activate the curse or not. It's not an automatic...
But wouldn't the urge to kill be so strong that it's overwhelming?
Generally. But we haven't seen it in action with Tsutsumi yet. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. They work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training.
Yikes. That seems like it'd be in violation of the Article 69 in the Labor Standards Act.
Wow, you really know the law. Oh, no comment.
What the fuck? Even if the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? What is this face?
What is this noise?
Yes, Suzie, right? I don't know why they have duck faces. So what do we do now? We got this right of resurrection, and of course that goes to the 7 mysteries of Honjo.
The curse is being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency.
Is it that bad? God.
I'll put it this way. It's like handing out guns all over town.
So America.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's real bad. Like America.
Yeah. He finally would.
Yeah, he quite literally is doing that.
Yes. So we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for paranormal affairs, but...
We're protagonists in this story arc, so we're the paranormal affairs now.
Well, I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. How are you standing like that, Ario?
I have really good back support and really good core. I got core muscles all over the place.
So they told me to deal with it myself. Said it'd be fine since I had some experience. Yeah, that's professional.
Unironically, the posing in this game is very good.
It very much is.
Like I mentioned this in the first stream, but just the dynamic poses. It's a lot like Danganronpa, where they have really dynamic posing for their sprites that they have, and it adds a lot more character than just basic sprites. It's really, really good.
Yeah, like jokes about the faces aside, the art.
He's doing a JoJo. A little bit.
He's about halfway there.
You add the kissy face and it's a full-on JoJo.
Oh God. Yeah. Jokes about faces aside, like the art, the music, the writing. This game is really good.
Yeah, we joke about the kissy faces and all that, but like I anticipate every week for these.
Which again, I'm very glad that it landed because it's the first time that our roles have been flipped in this time slot.
Hey, a visual novel can entice me if it's good, and so far it's pretty good. It hasn't made a stupid thing to make me question why the game exists. And it's a little silly too, so I like it. Huh? And he just shat himself. That's the face of him just like realizing he shat himself.
Oh shit.
I hope he doesn't notice.
Ario.
Fun fact, apparently today is National Fart Day.
Yeah,
that's a real thing.
Yeah, it is literally that face, Suzie.
Yeah, no, that's the face.
Also,
Line included. Then that overtime you mentioned means.
Yeah, Ario is very happy-go-lucky. He's very animated.
He's very animated. It amuses me.
Yep. You're gonna help me, partner.
Oh God! I shot a gun with my fist!
Ario, give me the gun.
It's invisible!
Ario,
I crushed it in my fist!
Ario, no, you're lying to me.
No, I'm not. Uses curse zone. Alright, let's do this!
I'm a bit too eager to dive into all this. You only have no reservations working a case you know nothing about.
You said it was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss.
Well, you're on something. It'd actually be nice having you around.
Why, thank you. Now I'll still side-eye you as if you're suspicious.
I'm always suspicious of somebody. And since you're the only one here, you're gonna be that somebody.
You just have to be that somebody. So what exactly do we do?
These curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, and the people who have the others should all be here in town.
Right. If there's 7 more of them, that means that there are 6 more out there.
That's how math works, yes.
That's how my mouth works. I can't. He's so determined with that kissy face. Good lord.
We have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones.
But boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they found out you were a curse bearer?
Pretty much. Pretty much. I also realized he's looking up while he's doing that face. It's hard.
Yeah, he's like looking up from below.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Like contorting my face in the way he's doing it right now is very like hard to do, and he's just naturally doing that. Like, we can't let that happen. Thank you, Suzie. I do appreciate that you're mimicking the emoticon faces. Should you even be out here right now?
Hunting would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Ryogoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave.
That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are.
But it's possible that other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone who you see who seems suspicious.
That means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood. In that case, why don't I ask that guy who's been watching us this whole time?
What do you know? There is someone here. Good luck.
Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some questions. I'm with the police.
Don't mind the fact that I'm burping all over the place.
That's fine. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking a few things, Mr. Yutaro Nakagami? Namigaki? That's your name, correct? Hold on, I gotta get my glasses in place, yeah. Yes, I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective? Did something happen? Oh, right. Lots of things have been happening around here.
Now he's doing the thing.
Like people dying. I'd kill people.
So, what to make of this guy?
I don't know. I mean, he looks like a douche, sounds like a douche.
Probably a douche.
Probably a douche.
For a normal case, I'd be fine letting him take the reins. The curses are involved here. I should take over.
Boss, let's talk to this guy.
I don't wanna.
I can hear you, you know.
Douche. The man identifies himself as Yutaro
The man identifies himself as douche. Period.
Yutaro Namagaki, 21-year-old college student. Who's watching us so calmly. We need to be careful with this guy. Yes, we do.
Thank you. Because I forgot about that.
So, what is it you were doing here?
Oh, you caught me yawning, goddamn. It must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens. The dead policeman. I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise.
Huh?
Say, Mr. Detective, if that is your real name.
It's not.
Have you... Damn it. That was my only one-liner. No, Shit.
Hi, Vicky.
Oh. Yeah, it was a yawn. Hello, friend. Anyway, I'm also, by the way, doing the motion to get into the character.
Of course.
Of course. Have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach?
Vicky, Suzie, Vicky.
Fellow NBs meet each other.
Fellow witches.
Fellow witch goth NBs meet each other.
Beat each other.
Meet.
Please no.
Yeah, no, beat each other for whoever gets victorious as the one true goth witch.
No, whoever wins this would have to go up against Tori.
Damn it, you're right. Answer my question. He's looking intently at those answers like, what do I pick? What do I pick?
I don't know.
Answer my question.
How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here?
I was answering your question. Fucking dick.
Lobster clacking sounds.
I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it.
Get that
Please
camera
stop
out of my
zooming
face.
into his face. Not here.
The Evergreen Beach you're looking, or you're after. You'd be better off looking around your former. Oh God!
Wow, that's gross.
Listen, it's been a hard night. All right.
Wide stance, crouch, and claw hand. Yeah, just crab walk around him in as intimidation.
You'd be better off looking around the former Yasuda Gardens than here.
Oh, you know. Sorry, that was a little too Alphys. Oh, you know a lot about this. But that's what I thought. Detectives, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? You? How could you know?
Ario.
Fucking. Why'd you read the line before you said anything, Tatsumi?
Ario, you idiot!
No, that was a pretty dumb move of you, bro. Wow, that was much easier than expected. Oh, crap. Sorry. That's also a great... that also tells a picture. Yeah. Like, that tells a story. It was a simple inference. I figured you would have taken its curse. Or taken the curse if you were just in the gardens.
You know that, then... must be a curse bearer yourself.
Is he still a pathetic curse bearer? I have no intentions of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion.
Gross. That's also right, but are you sure about this?
That's gross. That's horny. Okay, I do not want to hear any more from you right now. You shut your mouth and I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer. Only rash enough to do that after they say no. What? Not without talking to them first. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, shall we?
Nah, fuck you.
Bro, just kill him. Boss?
Sure. We'd rather resolve this amicably.
Then he hangs himself. It's like, that's not even how the curse works.
Nah, I'm just done.
Oh yeah, I guess you weren't here for any of those, Suzie. Yeah, the curses are pretty interesting.
Yeah. We don't know in depth about the Foot Washing Mansion yet.
Yeah. But we do know that with our curse, we could basically have them experience the pain of being hanged without actually hanging them. All because they lied to us. Or if they lie to us.
We'd rather resolve this amicably, too. I hate that word.
Amicably.
Ate it.
So he wasn't lying? Is that why that didn't work?
I don't know. He really is a curse bearer. He may only be talking with us to try and activate his curse. I have to be wary of anything he asks me to do. Could tackle him and pin him to the ground, but that might have something to do with this curse. Any slip of the tongue could get us killed. I have to try and discern what activates his curse.
Which, even when we were, fucking... What's his fuck? Shogo. Thank you. Even when we were Shogo, we still didn't know how the curse was activated. We just know that what causes the death.
Yep.
Right? Because he just has to put on his curse, and if we hear it, then we die.
Well, that's how the curse. That's how the curse is activated. It's very much in the same vein as the high school girl that we were.
So
playing.
it's not pre-active, or it's more of a reactive than a
Yeah.
The other one.
Some of them have
passive.
Yep. Some of them have stipulations for activating in the first place. The others are you activate it and then there's something that has to happen. His is of the latter. He will activate it as long as somebody hears the voice of the curse. They are eligible to kill. Same thing with the other one that we got. Fool's Procession.
Yes.
Where you have to activate it and they have to hear the music for 30 seconds without finding you.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like you she had to activate the curse and then wait for it to take effect.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how all the different curses work.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are not all just like basically a different, like a cookie, like a different mold of the same mold.
No, they activate in very different ways.
Drop your mixtape and run.
So what do I do? Before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone, the Evergreen Beach, just like you thought.
What? What? Boss, why would you tell him?
That's for how the curse works.
Boss, are you having another senior moment? If you tell him that...
Hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. Oh! If you try to lie to me, your stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell. Understand?
Oh, so...
Mm-hmm. Like you said, it's very useful for a detective to have.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think that it would actually, like, let him know that he could kill him upon the knowledge of lying. Like, I thought it was just, the moment he lied that he could just do it, but it would you know what? Now that I say it out loud, it would make sense for him to have the feeling of needing to kill him if the lie happened. That is really good to know.
It can't be like the Magatama where you just say, activate, take that.
Yeah, really.
I just hope that it works. Yeah, no, it's just like, it'll give you a feeling.
Well, even with the Magatama, it was a feeling.
I know.
At first anyway.
Yeah.
Whoa, really? That is super useful. I see. Understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective.
Now then, let's talk.
Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. No point for petty tricks then. I'll be honest with you.
So far, so good. I didn't activate it that time. First time I did activate it. The second time I did not.
Yeah, because it said that nothing happened, so...
He wants to drop his ass. So do we, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. So, is it just going to always be on the screen and we just pick it if we can... If there's something that he could be lying about, like Ace Attorney?
I don't actually know. Because remember, I watched this, but I never experienced it firsthand, so I don't know how it reacts to progressing the dialogue without using it.
Because I don't think he's lying about this, because we saw this in another run.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I want to bring back. Someone I want to bring back, actually. So, I'd like your assistance in collecting soul dregs.
And help you. Ooh. Okay.
Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are.
Okay. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just go look the other way and let you go.
Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well.
Is that a threat? I will be I will be completely transparent and let you guys know whether I'm using it or the game is forcing it. That time I did use it.
I had a feeling. That line was pretty sus.
No. It is your final warning.
No, he's telling the truth.
Oh.
My curse, the foot washing mansion.
You have it off.
I know, I just want to make sure it's saved.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was nothing else to not do.
Yeah.
Did you really think you could escape it by being careful? It didn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soul dregs away. Wait, Namigaki! The foot washing mansion is a powerful curse and so simple to activate. It is ready whenever I need it. There is no escape from the voice of my feet.
That is such a weird line, but I know he's right.
That's also like towing the line there on truth and lie, because we know that
it is ready whenever I need it. I don't know if that's a lie, because it only ever works if someone hears it, but we don't hear it. So would that be a lie?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Does it technically count? No, that's truth. Mario, get out of here! Hurry! I'll find you later.
What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo.
Yeah, the voice of my feet. The voice of his curse echo.
What? Why isn't my curse echo working?
Not again!
Rigged! Impossible! This has never happened!
What's happening? I don't hear anything. Mario, now grab him!
Oh, I heard you from far away.
Right!
Namigaki, get down!
Oh, that's still you.
Ah, damn it!
Boss, here! His curse stone!
Good work, give it to me. Now we have the foot washing mansion.
Oh shit, now we actually have two curses?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Why?
What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up?
I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault to a police officer.
Let him go. All we need is the stone.
How could this happen? My right of resurrection.
Give it up. The right was too good to be true. Was too good to be true from the start. I know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Get out of here.
Damn it. Officer Diff. Phew. That was a close one, huh, boss? Well, he'd probably be dead if he'd activated his curse. We should probably turn the voice back up now, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse. Oh!
Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt?
Yeah. Curse from this one is floating into me, too.
Oh, no.
Weren't there only like 3 Millennium artifacts, though?
Sorry,
Or were there
what?
More? I don't know. What Vicky's saying. Remember how many Millennium artifacts
looked
there
at the chat because Pooja's losing her mind over a song that she's spoiled herself to.
Oh boy.
It's fine. Okay. Chat. Imagine a cop shows up and takes up the Millennium artifacts. That's funny.
Okay, 5. Well,
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
It is. Yeah, there were 5. Probably more. Never mind. No, I never actually watched Yu-Gi-Oh properly. I saw random episodes, but I never watched it proper, like start to finish. It's the original Yu-Gi-Oh, not all the spin-off
I think I've
shit.
seen a few episodes of the 4Kids dub back when I was super young. I don't have the greatest knowledge or memory of Yu-Gi-Oh though. I just remember liking the fights and the stakes of actual death.
Yeah. Getting banished to the Shadow Realm.
Well, from what the 4Kids dub called it, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, you're gonna fucking die. So it activates the curse of the Foot Washing Mansion, and the resentful memories bound to it. Ah, I see. We thought this was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Listen, you had Yu-Gi-Oh! I had my own set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, never really did anything with them, though. I had my own set of Pokemon cards, never did anything with them, though. I just remember Pokemon in elementary school.
I really like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was bad at the game, so I just never played it after a bit, and I liked the Pokemon cards for the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get as much attached to the cards as I did the games, though, even as a kid.
Now I know why. It sure is something.
Well, what do you see?
I'll save that for later. All you need to know for now is that it's a particularly powerful curse. But luckily we took it from quickly. Got into Magic the Gathering after you get... Yeah, that seems to be like a gateway. Yeah, like a gateway card game there.
I don't know. I think my roommate Joe showed me how to play Magic one time, like back in college, and I kind of understood it, but it was still very complicated. But because I had played Hearthstone for the first time prior to him teaching me how to play Magic, there's a lot of very similar things. So I kind of picked it up.
There you go. You picked a neutral option there, Suzie. You were the ref.
Forever DM Suzie being a good referee. Never would have thought.
Yep, there it is.
Phew.
Find out about it. The Foot Washing Mansion. An enduring superstition. This is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern-day South Waragasui Street in Kamizawa. You have enough on your plate as it is, Vicky. Although that has not stopped any of us, to be fair, so...
I don't know. I haven't played Hearthstone in so long. Of course, like I got it was like in between when I was getting into Heroes of the Storm, and yeah, it was when I was getting into Heroes of the Storm before they kind of just got removed the game from existence. Like by stop supporting it. It's kind of fun, but again, card games like that are very complicated.
Yeah. Foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot drenched in blood smashed through the ceiling. Wash, it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken.
I think that's one of the sillier curses.
A man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. She'll play one day when one of us decides to take up the DM mantle.
One day when I decide to actually figure out how to get the anime campaign rule set figured out, then I will do my best to make it as silly as possible.
Or if I do
with some extremely serious moments.
Or if I do the Homestuck campaign.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting for the Epithet Erased campaign book to be finished before I even start thinking about that. Because you're gonna have to rework everything around that.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's part of a Kickstarter reward, so it's going to happen.
No, she's just talking about her actually playing in a game. It's like not being the forever GM. One day the Philly campaign will exist. Well, that's gonna be a fast campaign. Wake up in the streets of Philly, you get shanked. The end.
The end. Shortest campaign session ever. Everyone just the whole party TKO.
Kills by crushing one who hears the command wash. Yeah. So that's the voice of the.
So does it crush him like a foot is crushing the ground, or is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Really? Okay. I hate that stupid fucking heart. Blocking a goddamn message.
The heart is pretty bad. Although, once I figure out a better way to have the chat on... Actually, no, wait. I think I do know of a better way. I just don't feel like changing it. It's by putting it through Stream Elements instead of the chat, whatever, that we use. Because the Stream Elements... Because I don't use Streamlabs anymore. The Stream Elements is how I use the chat for Twitch, and it works really well. Why is this not charging?
Resentful memory. She was an accomplished Onmyoji. Alas, she did not use her talents for the good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets, like something had gnawed away at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed, as long as I have this. Suddenly, a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. Fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. He got her. She was on the verge of death, covered in filth to boot. Falling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. It is so filthy. Someone, please, quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible. So ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. This one is weird, but definitely keep it in mind there.
It is weird because it doesn't. Doesn't really feel like a happenstance kind of curse.
Right.
Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now?
I'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out.
Oh god. Don't need Rob to echo back in my ears. You mean we have to do that all over again?
Nope, they aren't all as aggressive as him, but
Smoking legs looks like 2 blunts. Those are the most detailed blunts I've ever seen.
people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love.
Love.
It seems that the hatred the curse stones are imbued with make people more willing to kill.
Really? Then Discord, please. Then what about you, boss?
I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. But they love me in paranormal affairs.
Suzie? No. I have not. Surprisingly enough, I, a Jamaican, have not seen a blunt in my life.
I didn't even think about that.
I did. So you are spiritually gifted after all. All right, let's head to the next place. Continuation.
The next place.
Yes.
Part 2. Suzie and Ario decide to collect the curse stones as soon as possible before they become the cause of an unprecedented tragedy. The two obtain the foot-washing mansion from Yutaro Namagaki and head to their next destination. And it is what happens in this particular part, which is why I wanted us to, which is why we did it was good we did the school stuff first. Midorichi Park. Oh no. Suzie, no.
Oh my god, Suzie. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you.
Oh, right.
I remember Araishi.
Araishi.
Yeah, Araishi.
I can't remember what voice I gave him. It was something stupid, I know that. I just can't remember what it is.
Well, he looks like an Asian Jontron, so like you maybe could do something like that.
I can't do Jontron's voice.
Okay,
What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Is it Oraishi? Okay.
Well, yeah, because
didn't you just say that AI is pronounced? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to bring up.
Okay.
Because if it's Japan, then I is its own separate syllable, as we know from the Somnium Files.
Yeah.
Ara Ishi. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. He holds a shotgun in his hands. We just want to talk to you.
Just want to talk to you.
I just want to talk to you.
Just want to shoot you.
You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long.
But since we saw you here, we'd just like to ask you a couple questions. Local history researcher. Yeki Araishi.
Araishi.
All right. Hideki is a historian who works part-time as a curator at the local folk museum and as a teacher at Komagata High School. His recent publication on the rite of resurrection has caused quite a stir in occult circles. Hideki is
real quick with what Suzie said. It's similar to Sosuke because you don't in Japan they wouldn't actually say Soseki. It'd be Sosuke.
Right. Hideki.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen.
Well, I mean, were you just saying like Hideki? Because like, I mean, I was just saying that quickly, but like because the eyes are always E's.
Right.
Like we know that. Hideki.
And that's the thing. It's like I want to be accurate, so I'm not.
It's hide key.
Hideki Araishi. Hideki is the quintessential obsessive researcher. Despite being entirely unsuited for teaching, he had no choice but to take up a position at Komagata High School in order to make ends meet. While having a captive audience in his classes...
Okay.
You have your thing on?
I do.
Cool.
Smile.
Okay, cool. Emphasis on the first syllable. Okay. While having a captive audience in his classes goes some way to satisfying his need for respect and recognition, his conceited nature makes him unpopular amongst the students. Lately, he is concerned that articles attributed for purely monetary reasons have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult, but the surge of interest in the topic and the resulting volume of article requests he is receiving are undeniably tempting. Hideki is a regular at Kurokikyo Cafe on Hokusai Street, and he can be found outside his work hours writing essays and manuscripts. His published books include A Study of the Unknown and an Introduction to Bando History. Right? And dated things on Utaro.
Again, half of this game is pronouncing all the different Japanese words that exist in the world. Sorry, names that exist in the world.
Yeah. His curse stone was later recovered by Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Taro is an elite student at a prestigious university. He lives off the generous allowance he receives from his parents, who are both prominent local figures. Although Yutaro has lived a charmed material life, emotional neglect at home has caused him to develop a spoiled, egotistical streak. The only kindness he knew growing up was from his family's maid, and he still fondly thinks of plain rice with butter they used to enjoy together. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, like your parents are rich and you had plain rice with butter? Ooh.
Listen, it's delicious, but still very sad.
Plain rice, Autumn. Plain rice with butter.
Plain rice. No, that's what moon is.
Yeah, Chris was just talking about that. Sasuke.
Or yes, or Sasuke for the same thing. Because there's Sosuke and Sasuke. I was talking about Sosuke, like Soeseki.
Mm.
Or so I guess it's Soski, but you know.
Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. I No. We will not.
No?
No.
Why no?
Because there is a missable outcome on this timeline if we do this right now.
Missable?
So you remember how we were in this section and there was something that was like blotted out?
Yeah, there was a cutoff option.
Mm-hmm. It's the same general idea. If we do this now, there is going to be an option that does not show up.
But it would unlock later, right?
I don't know how to explain this without just outright spoiling it. There was a bad end, and if we do this now, we basically just avoid the bad ending altogether. If that makes sense.
Right. I'm reading the chat right now.
Can do.
Well, if we're being accurate, like something like a Tatsuki, yes. The U is normally not said. Wait, I looked away. Why are we going back to the park?
I put down a separate save slot.
Okay.
So we can still continue how we want to without missing anything that I particularly remember. I did mention this at the beginning. Like, I would sometimes just take control and just do weird things just for the sake of trying to show off as much as I can, because this game acts like and if we do things in the correct order, sometimes we miss, like, bad endings and shit.
True. But I mean, in like, those bad endings would usually just take you back to that scene.
Hideki Araishi. He says he's a local historian, but supposedly he knows more about the rite of resurrection than anybody. In fact, he's here at this time of night. It's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer. Questioning people like this can put unnecessary stress on them depending on their position. This guy's pretty sharp. I have to play it safe and only push it when I see an opening.
Boss, let's ask Hideki some questions.
Appearances, it's hard to imagine this small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But in this day and age, you never know. I should be careful. What are you doing?
Now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at the time of night? At this time of night?
Doing research, of course. Day or night, the information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. No, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was that they were saying? You discovered something about some book? It's the Record of Fates. Okay. The Record of Dates.
Oh my god. I love the Scroll of Dates. That sounds like a weird Elder Scrolls spinoff. Like an Elder Scrolls dating sim.
Simulator. All right, you found some kind of ritual in the Record of Fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go talk to Otacon under my box.
I was really trying to take out the gruff there. I was
like, his
really
voice completely changed to that of Snake.
Yeah, but so did his face. Like, it's like on a wider spectrum than even June has sometimes here.
Yeah, but like, I wouldn't immediately think that his voice would get deeper. It's honestly more like Wario. Like, looks like I hit a nerve. Like,
looks like I hit a nerve.
It's Tetsuo again.
If you think you
I'm kidding. Go on.
Do you think you can force me to tell you that because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken? Wah! Doing. Hold on.
Water is good to have. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the Rite of Resurrection?
Yes, that's right.
What exactly were you looking for?
I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway.
Yeah, I said this already.
It's the same thing.
Are you doing all this research so you can use the Rite of Resurrection yourself?
You're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet, pitiful.
Huh. So you don't believe in the Rite?
Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Things are better left to the occult freaks.
Sure.
So I thought. Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the Rite. So now, I pray that it's real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine. The funds for my research. I received a large amount of funding for seeking the Rite of Resurrection. If I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, and that means someone is sponsoring your research. Is that right? So what if they are?
Oh, it must be those scummy Raid Shadow Legends people.
I haven't heard about Raid Shadow Legends in a while. I think they finally dropped off. It's now just like Honkai Star Rail.
No, they haven't dropped off. People are still they're still sponsoring a God knows how much people. It's just not in the public zeitgeist that much anymore. But they're still kicking. Oh, trust me, they're not dying anytime soon.
You have no idea how hard we worked to secure our funding for our research. I think you set Vicky off.
Also, it's fine. Honkai still exists, but now they're coming out with ZZZ, which is going to try to occupy the exact same space as Honkai and Genshin.
Oh boy.
Though, I mean, genuinely, that's probably the only one that looks like I'd actually play because the animation's really good. And it's kind of like Monster Hunter.
I don't know. Ask Suzie when she gets back about the mobile game she's been addicted to recently.
She almost got into... I think she almost got into Honkai because she saw a pretty long red hair pretty man with rose aesthetic and almost fell into the trap immediately.
the honka ad.
The honka ad.
Honka.
No, I like Honka so much better than Honkai. The Honka sterile.
With the screaming YouTuber.
I don't think I've seen that one particular.
I don't think I've seen that one either. I believe it though. No interest in teaching those children. Listen to me. I'll tell you one thing. Honka stab fall.
Stab fail.
Nope, it's stab fall now.
Stab fall sounds like a very edgy like a very edgy 2D hack and slash game.
Yeah, it does. Listen to me. Look at me.
I am Arashi now.
I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books are... This is what it says. Okay. Provocative books are spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular.
Yeah, provocative is a word that looks weirder when spelled out than when you say it.
I never... Like, it is so underused in scripts. I find that, like, provocative just in general is not used as a term that much. That whatever I come across, I'm like, wait a minute, huh? Hold on.
Honestly, I actually find that I find the same thing with entrance, because in my head it's like enter ants, but that's not how it's spelled.
Right.
So whenever I see it with like without it saying enter at first, it throws me off first. Like I have to reread it to make sure it's spelled correctly.
English is a strange language.
Sure is. Stab fall is that one James Bond movie.
Same thing. Like I use guarantee a lot, like just in my general vocabulary. I cannot fucking spell it for the life of me the first time. I always fuck it up.
What word?
Guarantee.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird word to spell on the first try.
Lova in deep space. Thank you, Suzie. That's the one you were guessing over.
Gauge is also a word that I have that problem with.
Yeah.
That goes in there somewhere.
Yeah. That just takes me back to, is it like kindergarten or first grade? Or Love in Deep Space. All right. When I was just sitting at the dining room table, just fucking crying because I was trying to spell the word beautiful, and I could not for the life of me get it because I kept spelling it B-E-U. Beautiful. And my I think it was my mom. It was just like, that's not how it's spelled. There's something missing. What is it? I'm just there crying like, I don't know.
Aww.
That's like one of the earliest and only memories that I have from that time in my life is just that fucking trauma of doing homework at the dining room table.
Poor baby Beast Cat couldn't find out where the A was.
Oh god. CHAY.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta do your dailies. Oh yeah, I was gonna send Autumn a thing because he messaged me. That reminded me because he wanted my Faye account friend thing. He, for some reason, didn't want to ask on stream, so he messaged me, and I'm just saying it out loud because fuck you, I guess.
As Autumn popped in once, said, "Yeah, by the way, I'm like,
because I told him
I'm dying from studying at college, and then has just disappeared again."
Yeah, because I told him I was streaming. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know." I'm like, okay.
Oh, you're still dying? Cool. Oh, motherfucker!
It would help if I actually hit the friends list and not every single other button.
Guess I'm not doing masters today.
Why? What about it?
There's maintenance.
Oh. Oops.
Anyway, those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular. All of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. I believe that. So does every college student.
Yeah.
In one way or another. Literally, you accidentally clicking every button in except the one you need.
Listen, lurking is my specialty, so I understand Autumn.
I also understand that. I don't care what's going on. I just want it up there as as noise in the background, like your last Vampire Survivor stream.
I was gonna say you got too invested into the Vampire Survivor stream, so instead of you
know.
lurking, you were actively watching and not even playing FE14, which I was like,
FE14.
My brain was, because I was still doing on Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it's still Fire. No, wait, it's not Fire.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, fantasy. There's 2 F's, not FE.
You fail.
Oops.
You fail.
Fire Emblem 14 already happened. Wasn't that Echoes?
I think so.
I think it was Echoes.
I don't know how the fuck Fire Emblem is numbered anymore.
Because I think Awakening was 12, and Heroes is 17, or Three Houses was 17. So it's somewhere in between those.
Christ. Rising Phoenix.
I remember because Sakurai counted in binary for us.
Yep. Right, yeah, Rising Phoenix, which you fucking lied to me because you can't do Rising Phoenix twice in a row. You have to set it up.
Also, really quick, you couldn't spell your name, but you could spell xylophone at the age of 5. Yo, you are a creature, a respectable creature, Vicky.
I'm calling you out. Your portrayal made it seem like you could do it twice in a row, and that's wrong. I'm listening.
Am I wrong? I have this in the background as I crochet. I also had to reread that because I, of course, was about to say crotchet like a fucking idiot.
Oh, buffet. What? Yeah, buffet and buffet.
But they are 2 different words, though. Crotchet is not a word.
No, I did not
Really?
know that buffet and buffet were 2 different words for the longest time.
Oh, man. Yeah, one's food and one is like fucking getting damaged.
Never intentional lying. It's mostly you being dumb as hell. But to be fair, you already made it at dinner last night that like you're just an unintentional asshole naturally. So
You had trouble with they, but could spell both success and Mississippi. That tracks.
MISSISSIPPI.
Anyway, Araishi is still.
That was fucking. That was drilled into my head.
Yeah.
With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. Need to remember, don't use that voice because it's a detective. Don't get flamboyant.
What? But I bought your book. Oh, he's secretly Big the Cat the whole time.
Pee-pee.
Oh, wait, did you... wait, what? Oh,
MISSISSIPPI.
Oh, I get that. I was going to say, because I don't think you ever saw TRG Sonic Adventure playthrough.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because there's a whole bit that Proton John did where he was Big the Cat, and because he was doing the John St. John voice, because Duke Nukem, and he kept saying, buy my book as Big the Cat. So like, buy my book!
In trouble with they, but
yeah, but see, nobody had a problem with that word because everybody loved Mary Poppins.
Specialistic beyond the doses, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. But speaking of bringing back old memories, oof.
I think I watched that movie, but it's been Like, I only remember vague parts about it.
No, that is very fair. Only those who watched it repeatedly and really listened into to when it was spelled.
I remember something about medicine going down, and then obviously her coming down with the umbrella, and Dick Van Dyke, who's super great at a convincing British accent.
Just a spoonful of sugar.
Not many people can
the
spell
medicine go down. The medicine go down. Go down.
I bought your book. The pursuit of the unknown begins first and foremost with belief. I was so inspired by that bit.
I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. Let's rephrase that. Magic isn't real, it's just science that's unexplained.
Hey, I'm not right here right now. Why are you taking my voice? Weirdo.
Oh god, I forgot about Feed the Birds.
Feed the birds?
That was in the latter half of the movie there.
No way. I can't believe it.
You're gonna believe.
I'm gonna believe. I'm Ario, known as Parappa the Wappa.
You're surprisingly innocent.
I don't trust that, but all right. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing?
I don't get that one. I'm sure it wouldn't.
Did you try to say cocaine? Or you try to say codeine?
I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. So you're interested in mythology.
Rob is intently listening.
I'm not actually, because this guy's just gonna fuck it up. What does that mean? Oh. Cough syrup and sugar. Okay. Listen. That was like 20 years ago, okay? Woman is...
Is that something she says?
I don't know, but it's accurate.
That's a very accurate line, but I just want to know if that was in Mary Poppins or not. Because again, I don't have very good memory of that.
Yeah, feel old, Vicky. Feel old.
Feel old for twint. Twint.
With the mom of the kid. Oh, okay.
Okay.
What does that mean? Due to even bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks details. Or when something's left out or abridged because of a story's length. The entirety of DBZ abridged. Which is arguably better than the actual series.
It arguably is better because it actually is funny and cuts out a lot of the fat that the show has, because there's a lot of fat.
There was a lot of fat. Or when a story twists and shifts as it spreads through an oral tradition.
Sexy.
Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. The little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. See, that would be something that I would legitimately be interested in.
That's what I was saying.
If they fucking, taught that in school, I would be there.
I know that it's interesting, but I don't know how attentive I would be during that.
I guess it also depends on how the lectures are.
Because I was always bad at history, even if it was interesting to learn about.
Yeah, like I cannot remember American history for the life of me. Like just straight up. Like
even world history.
Yeah. Ah, I see. Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? I think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years. So why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest?
I admit, I am curious.
So that's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. America doesn't... That's fair. No, that is very fair. If we want to fucking dip our toe into the realm of politics there for a minute, they are even trying to erase certain things from textbooks, depending on what region you're in. Or just apparently erasing or banning the dictionary. Have you heard about that?
No. What? That's a thing?
Florida is banning the dictionary.
That's stupid.
Because of all of the provocative terminology that can be found in it. That is 100% a thing.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Florida is something else, man. I will tell you. But Florida is also like one of the bigger states that would like very much restrictive reading material because of that same vein.
That's fucking stupid. Yeah,
no, but
it's the fucking dictionary.
No, but the words that are related to sexual intercourse and whatever are included in it. Therefore, it's too provocative.
That's so dumb. Like just saying the word sex does not automatically mean it is provocative.
Oh, it's so stupid. America's gonna implode on itself.
I'm gonna go get more water.
Okay. I think Floridians have had too much time on Earth. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. People in the Edo period believed that what was written in the Record of Fates was real. Gotta do something about Florida. Yeah, good luck. Like I said, America's gonna implode on itself, and I'm either going to be there during its last moments, like, yep, I fucking knew it, or I'm gonna be across the pond there. But it's like we are one stupid thing. I mean, again, if we want to dip our toe into politics just a little bit more, this fucking presidential election period this time around is absolutely insane, considering that Trump is going to be back on the ballot, and we are one bad election away from just complete and utter chaos. I 100% believe that. I have no fact behind it. I will readily admit, please do not take what I say as fact, but that is my personal opinion. And honestly, the reset button is very, very tempting. Dictionaries and encyclopedias. Oh, you looked into it. Oh, it's even worse than we thought.
I am back. I have a meme to share with regards what you said. I just have to find it.
Okay.
There's lots of photos that I've sent. They sent it
There's a whole reason why I partially want to bounce from the U.S. Yeah. Mass exodus the entire orchestra overseas.
It's January 2020. The Chiefs and the 49ers are playing in the Super Bowl. It's an election year. Trump versus Biden. A remake of Final Fantasy VII comes out soon. It's January 2024. The Chiefs and the 49ers are playing in the Super Bowl. It's an election year. Trump versus Biden. A remake of Final Fantasy is coming out.
Oh, Lord. Not the whole state, it's just one school district. Okay. Yeah, that is what I missed. That is what it is in the full state. However, the government in the state of Florida is fucking whack. If it's not related to this particular thing, then they have plenty more on their page for it. Yeah, when is... Oh, no. Oh,
my God,
no. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm waiting for it. It's either the Sector 7 plate is going to be dropped on us, or global warming is finally going to deplete the ozone layer so much that we're just going to get flooded. It's one thing or another. From the Big Macs he consumes of the daily. On the day when he finally gets convicted, because that would just be how it works.
Which should have happened decades ago.
It really should have. It should have happened during the course of last year.
It should have happened 5 years ago.
I said dip a toe into the realm, and we're dipping an entire leg in. Let's pull back a little bit here.
Let's talk about the Edo period some more, shall we? No, don't, because it's actually popular with kids.
Yes.
For some reason. Yo, I heard like Skibidi
Vinny
toilet related stuff
Vine
has
sauce.
got like millions of views. Like tens of hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. Also, speaking of memes. Speaking of memes. I found something that's just you and Pooja.
Oh boy.
So, there you go. Have fun with that. The people in the Edo period believe that this was written in what was written in the Record of Fates was real. That's all I'm interested in.
Pooja has actually sent me this and said the exact same thing.
Because it is. It's literally just you two.
It is. For a fact, that is our rivalry currently.
Yep. Anyway. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. How about the Record of Fates? It's Record of Fates. Where'd you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. In that case, I think I might have a guess as to what you were looking for.
Sorry, what was he talking about looking for?
Well, we're trying to figure out why he was here.
Oh, probably oh, hey, David. Nice seeing you here.
Oh, hey, Dave.
Why he was here?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably looking for because there's no mysteries of Honjo around here, and so it's probably a curse bearer, right? That's the only realistic thing you would look for in this area, because there's none of the mysteries are here. You wouldn't know if any soul dregs are here unless they're tied to a curse bearer, and we don't know if any curse stones are here unless they're tied to a curse bearer.
All right. What? You've been here the whole time.
You've been also lurking. It always has been.
Damn it. If you know about that, then calm down. No need to get so defensive.
Do I get that joke specifically? I have no idea. I mean,
We could show it to him because, again, it's a really good tactic as a detective. It's like, don't lie to me or you'll die.
It's true. Also, yes. Suzie, Dave, Suzie. So we show?
Yeah.
You both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat?
Okay, well, don't say it like that.
A curse stone? You are a curse bearer. A leaf. It is the Evergreen Beach, then. Yep. Can you show me yours? This is mine. The ever-burning lantern.
Oh, you were the one that with the lantern. Well, we know how that one works.
Interesting. Want to keep going along? Tell them what it does?
Yes.
I'll tell you this for free. Evergreen Beach comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. Old game change.
Doesn't ring a bell.
But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. So that is a resentful memory held within the Evergreen Beach. The memories of the 7 mysteries are all truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all.
Pokemon curse.
Do whatever you want, but you should know something. The stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But don't try and lie to me. I'll know. You would curse a citizen? You call yourself an officer of the law. It all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. Wait a minute. I think I know Game Changer. Is that, I can't think of what the company was right now. Yeah, pretty sure I know it though. What is you want? Curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me, but my right. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course I haven't. I swear.
Honestly, I was gonna say I'm willing to believe him because he doesn't sound untrustworthy. Like, I don't get any sus vibes from him. Like, he seemed to be telling the truth up until this point, and like he even seemed mildly shocked and was even like willing to show us his curse stone. So I'm like, this guy doesn't seem to be sus or willing to like do bad shit. So I kind of believed him.
I see. Good. This was the particular part that I wanted to test out to see if the curse stone worked or not, because I don't necessarily remember the details around it.
Right. Well, I also wouldn't know what he would actually be lying about, but just from the surface, it seemed like he was just being honest with us.
Right. Now, why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you, I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? Police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. Or, you hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were arrested. Fine. You can have it, the stone, here.
I almost kind of feel bad because it's just, he just kind of seems like he's just doing his own thing. But I have no idea what his ulterior motives could be.
Maybe he's not wearing it on his sleeve like everyone else is.
Maybe. But even if you were being genuine and you didn't want to hurt anybody, those stones are still dangerous.
No, they are. They very much are.
The burning lantern, an enduring superstition. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Wargasui. But there's something strange about the cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. First power, kills by disembowelment, one who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. Resentful memory. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, spies of the shogunate, or shogunate?
Shogunate.
Shogunate. Shogunate. Sorry.
Shogunate.
Lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. Sobakata and South Wargasui served as one of their outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. Night at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life, and that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declined to invoke the right to defend his honor, but the deed was done. Still, he could not accept it. The rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby, he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the sixth bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen alight before the subcart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach visiting from the beyond.
So that's a real rough one.
Yeah, it is.
Disembowelment as a death.
Yep.
I mean, all the other ones are also pretty bad, but like that one's just like painful, but also just gonna kill you slowly.
Mm-hmm. Have your fucking guts spill out everywhere.
That's also how we were almost killed, right? In the as a Shogo.
Yep. We were saved by that lighter that soon killed us later on.
That soon immediately killed us later. So we've seen like 5 of these curses so far, right? 6 of them? Because we still don't know which one killed Mio.
True.
Because I didn't notice the leg being missing until you point that out, and I don't think we've seen a curse remove appendages yet. Because we have one that's burning you alive, we have one that hangs you, one that drowns you, one that disembowels you. One that what does Yako's do again?
Yako's is the one where 3 seconds of music. Killed by falling?
Is it killed by falling?
Yes, I think it's killed by falling.
Can't you look?
Yes.
I think there's 5.
Yeah, Fool's Procession. I did get that one right. Yep, Fatal Fall.
Fatal Fall. So we found 5 of these curses so far.
Means that there are
2 more we haven't found yet.
Mm-hmm. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Oh, right. Would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? Help us out. We'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me about all the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe they are the key to the secret hidden in the Record of Fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones. Should have another one unlocked. Oh, no, wait, we just read through that. Never mind.
But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him.
I wonder. The mysteries in the right are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses.
Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time. Really make him spit it out. And by we, I mean you.
I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything, no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him later if need be.
Right. Got it. I was surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Oh, right, because weren't there right, because there's more than 7. Fucking, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot that was what Mio said. There were like 12, right?
Like 12 or
Are there actually 9? I thought there was 12.
It was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, it was one of those numbers.
Nope.
It would be under the mysteries of Honjo, right?
Yeah.
The 7 mysteries of Honjo. Yeah, there's more than 10. That's what it says.
Yeah.
There are actually more than 10 of them.
There are 7 that we're focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town.
We've confiscated 2. We have 1 of them. So how does that make 6?
Because they're talking about 9.
6.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be 9. Yes, that's how numbers work.
That is how math works.
We have to find them faster. They may start using the curses.
No, I think we're already too late.
Huh?
I didn't tell you this, but there were some soul dregs in Namagaki's curse stone.
Really? Then he already killed someone with it?
See, that is what pisses me off. Because with Araishi, we ask him directly if he has used the curse stone, and he says no, and he's being truthful. With Namagaki, we never asked him directly if he killed anybody with it. I got those 2 memories flipped. That's why I kept trying to use the curse stone with Namagaki. Because I thought that there would be an extra scene if we were able to catch him, but the wording never came up correctly.
True.
Not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. Well, our paranormal affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our search.
Right. On to the next place. We just have to cross them off of this one by one. Oh, but boss?
Hmm?
Good to know we could use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. But why didn't we do that with Namagaki?
We could do that. There'd be no need for paranormal affairs. Grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest?
Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I fucking lied to him. It was a bluff.
Of course.
It was a bluff. Alright. That's all we can do now. The next part is locked up off to us.
I see that.
So we move on to Haraway. Haraway Shigema.
Dreams.
Gonna be 100% Rob.
Hell yeah. We always love 100% Rob. It's better than 98% Rob. Or 99% Rob.
No, the 99% is the playthroughs. And to 99% playthrough. Not Dreams, Haraway Shigema. Shigema. When the son of Haraway Shigema was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Haraway has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears.
All right, Detective Michael Jackson is still here.
Yeah. Those who mock fire's flame, or fire's fury, perish in flame. Kill them. Kill them. Flame bearers. Kill them all. Immediately, we start off with a curse stone.
So we're just getting cursed out the gate. Awesome.
Oh yeah, Haraway has already gotten the curse. You acquire the power of the curse stone, the Haunting Clappers. You can use it to kill those with fire or a fire-starting device on their person. An enduring superstition. As the evening bell rings in Iricho?
Irieko? Do they pronounce their CHs?
I don't know. Near present-day Shumoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers again. Clack, clack. But the echo answers again. No matter how hard he searches for the source of the second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while the others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their terrible life, or their terrible life in a fire. Their life in a terrible fire.
Good lord.
Now I'm doing the good thing with the reading and
now we have burning, because this is the 6th one.
First power. Kills by burning one who is in possession of fire or fire-starting device.
The literal interpretation of, you set my soul on fire.
Resentful memory. Red.
It is a flame. A big roaring flame.
Red, red, red. Everything is dyed crimson. My home is burning to the ground. Oh, it's hot. So hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. Right, I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack. Is anyone there? Clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm going to burn to death. How did it come to this? All right, her. Be the worker, that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch. Those hauntingly cold eyes had my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. Perhaps I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did I lure in under orders? This must be karma. The sound of a heavy bell. Feels like my head will split open. Right, the evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of my clappers. I've got to do it louder. Clack, clack.
I don't know if the songs were different in each of the curse discoveries.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to believe that they are, because this one does actually have clappers in the background of them.
Mm-hmm.
And also the burning, the crackling of burning fire.
Yep. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now, kill. Can you hear it, Cursebearer? You who so strongly desires the rights. Kill them. All right. Welcome to Midnight.
All right, his name was Richter.
Back with me,
How
ma'am.
about that?
Oh, excuse me. Back with me, ma'am. I forgot. Like we really went the literal Michael Jackson route on this one.
Michael Jackson.
Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams? Yeah, very much.
She looks like she's just going to, like, she needs to pass out right now.
She's very tired.
She's surviving on 0.7% of sleep.
Haruhi Shigema. Haruhi is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shimoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Shuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was the result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. This
What?
is the Richter Kai that we talked about earlier. That's what the...
Yep.
You
There you
just said
go.
Michael Jackson. I would have remembered who he
I
was.
forgot that we went the literal Michael Jackson route with him, okay? I'm flipping what I watched with what we actually did. A mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up and Shuichi's killer remains at large, leading the aggrieved Haruhi to call on the services of private investigator Richter Kai to uncover the truth. The Shigema family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution. Excuse me. Mouth is a little dry there. Thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many in the Shigema line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Haruhi's father sits in the upper echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shigema clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, it wasn't long before Haruhi's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haruhi a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Haruhi spent many days in a deep depression, suddenly breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Haruhi's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Haruhi left to live in the large, empty mansion alone. The housekeeper, who has been with the family for a long time, comes in to take care of all the handiwork, or housework. Haruhi has nothing but time on her hands. So her looks are very much on purpose there. She was in a depression. She's still in the depression. She is mentally unstable. She's living alone in this big empty house. Her fucking son got kidnapped and killed.
I remembered that because that's what she wants to do, to perform the rite to save her son.
Yep. She's not doing great. No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Round. A stereo unit with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. Fax machine. I can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I really find a use for it. The swinging of the pendulum echoes through the room. Feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Veteran investigator. Just random fucking achievement there. Accrued 10 hours of playtime.
Oh, you got an achievement? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually it's just me. I thought it was like an achievement for like looking at a certain amount of things. Like, no, I just hit the 10-hour mark.
That's funny.
Color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there is no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled as a family. With Father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Oh, god damn it. Heroes. Oh,
Yeah,
is that a... Oh, no.
I saw purple hair and I got scared. Just a little scared. No,
Yeah.
but that's definitely Erica.
Okay, we got Myrrh. Ephraim. Ooh. Ooh, they did Selena well. Okay. And, oh, Erica and Leon. That's cute.
That was the other guy. Because I recognized him vaguely.
I might have to go for them. That's just adorable.
Selena is the 4-star.
Of course. The lights. The chandelier is the only thing in here that's my choice. My favorite part of the room. Guest table. I don't know where Father got this old thing from, but I never liked it. We're gonna take a short break, because I need to pee.
Okay.
I'm going to pee.
Time to take a piss.
Alright. I would mute it like I usually do, but it's just the ticking of the clock, so I feel like it's okay this time.
A very non-maddening thing to hear over and over again.
I mean, for you, but those who are watching the stream also get to hear fucking whatever that lounge music is from I1, the one that I put on our particular BRB screen. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Oh, it was on Dropout. I haven't really listened to their stuff since they stopped being College Humor. Not intentionally, just kind of fell off. Okay. Fully unhinged. Honestly, that's good. Okay. I will check it out momentarily, but I do see that you sent it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You insane yet?
Sorry. What?
I said
I
you
was listening to something.
Oh, okay. I'll take this as a no.
I have not gone insane because I was listening to Jerry Rig Everything.
Gotcha.
Do his patented durability test on the Apple Vision Pro. Scratching up that $3,500 lens.
Dropout TV. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Game Changers is something I've never watched like a full thing, but there are plenty of clips on TikTok that I've seen. All right. Too depressed. That shouldn't be so hard. What this? But I be damned. Is that what I think it is? Goodness, you made me jump. Yeah, that doesn't work with that voice. I don't care. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or another. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. Still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. I knew it. The head honcho, or head hencho, excuse me. Head hencho from way back in set number 1. Just a real collector's item.
I was gonna say, is that a jacketed rooster?
This. Excuse me. Don't tell me you never heard of the mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. You little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. Best part is nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough they won everybody's hearts. Oh, then clearly somebody from the underground just like thought them up and then just put them all over town to stop with this now. Reference. I don't even know if you remember the terminology. Story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. Nobody knows when or where they show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. I think one would show up here in all places. This is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. Cool. Now we have collectibles.
Oh boy.
Popular bird mascots seem to pop up everywhere. Nobody knows who the legendary artist is behind these quirky birds, but they quickly became popular for their surreal yet oddly cute designs. You're in the right place at the right time in Honjo, and you might just be able to find all 20 of them scattered around. Legend has it that collecting them will bring good luck. Wait. So there's Head Honjo.
At least they give you hints as to how to get each of these collectibles.
Yep. Heart's still racing. This is it. My chance at long last. Hi, Richter. Private investigator I hired. Friend told me about him. Said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Oda City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. He looked like some dead music idol. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He does some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Richter Kai! Taking on a request from Haruhi Shigema to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, he gets caught up in the events surrounding the rite of resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help all those in need and quit the force to start his own private investigation firm. However, his soft-hearted nature leads him to take on too many cases and has to put his office in dire financial straits. And has put his office in dire financial straits. How he's still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy patron is keeping him afloat. Richter studied alongside Detective June Ario at the police academy. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing and mannerisms, Richter excels at covert investigations entailing his targets. He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever had...
Yeah.
That's the one bad thing about visual novels here, is that it's so much reading. Wears me down really quickly. Though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. His biggest source of happiness is nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers, a popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably dressed like delinquents, and can be frequently sighted searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office, and more importantly, Ernestine, in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in a previous case.
I feel like if Pooja saw these stickers, she would get engrossed into them.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is a rooster wearing a jacket. That is alone is more than enough for her.
Oh, you're correct. 100%. They're just cute.
Mm-hmm.
Azure Heron Agency. Richter Kai's private investigation firm in Kamada, Oda City. Originally, Kai thought to give it a simple name like Kai's Detective Agency, but upon hearing that people are more likely to pick names listed at the front of the phone book alphabetically, he decided to pick a name starting with A. That's not a bad strategy. Thus, the Azure Heron Agency was established. However, it is questionable whether the heron, a bird of somewhat ominous significance, is an effective symbol for attracting customers. Even his own assistant has referred to the name as confusing at best. After all, rather than an azure heron, Richter keeps a white parrot as a pet and dresses not in blue but mostly in white. There is a symbolic connection to be made here. It surely have been lost on all but Richter himself. Private investigator, also known as Private Eye, is a detective who operates their own agency. Although there are no formal qualifications necessary to become a private investigator, many are retired police agents or detectives due to similarities between the work involved. At a glance, private investigation firms and inquiry offices may look similar, but they carry out different types of investigations. Inquiry offices specialize in conducting credit checks on businesses, while private investigators are generally involved in tailing persons of interest and getting information surreptitiously. Let me bring you up to speed. You were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. And the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? Interesting. Very interesting. So the haunting clapper's curse echo appeared out of nowhere. But you had to perform the rite of resurrection and gave you the curse, you'll need to do it. Do I get that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. So that curse don't appear in your hand myself. Looked like it popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying there's some supernatural force at work. I don't think you quite understand. No? It's not about evidence, and it is about belief. It's more than that.
It's about
I know
trauma
it's real.
and depression.
The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched onto my soul, along with the curse echo's resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like I did hundreds of years ago. Wreathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem.
So I guess
so.
not. I guess it's not specifically that lighter. It's just any kind of fire.
It is
like
any fire or fire starting source.
any fire or fire starting force.
Source.
So,
Like a lighter, for example. Lighter,
So, like-
matches.
so anything that can start a fire or any form of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's because I was gonna say if it's just fire, like then that wouldn't be that powerful. But if it is anything that could also start a fire, that could that's a wider reaching curse.
Mm-hmm. Lighter would be the most common, but yeah, any
But
fire
how about
starter.
things that emit light?
No.
say a light bulb, which would be hot enough to start a fire. Would that count? Well, I guess if it was on specifically for that long. So I'm like, how far reaching would this curse have to go?
That is a good question, honestly. I'm more thinking like if they had a torch, not the English torch, an actual like stick on fire.
That's what I thought of.
I just need to say that to clarify. Like a torch or like a lantern or something. But an old-timey lantern. The electric ones. Like anything with physical fire. But I'm not sure about your idea. I mean, it makes sense. The logic is there. I just don't know. From what I know of you, I was sure you would see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seemed to me anyway. Good grief. Talk about a spanner in the works. I mean, yeah. Although I don't know. I don't know if there's like an active fire around you, like a gas stove or whatever, if that would count.
Well, because gas is a fire starter.
Yeah. I never really thought about that too deeply. But this could definitely be one of the more powerful ones.
Because I assume it wouldn't be too loose, because you could start a fire with damn near anything.
Yeah. I have a piece of wood in my hands. Well, you're burning up now.
I have a plastic bag. Well, that can get set ablaze.
Say we take stock for a moment. Remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Let's talk. That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Sigama.
That doesn't surprise me that you were saying this.
Oh yes, I remember. I never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today, in fact. Kind of you let me drop by so late, by the way. I'm turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of... 1 lead. So you said. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember, you were just about to tell me. Oh boy. The Shigema kidnapping! Kidnapping and murder case that took place in Honjo, Sumida, around 1 year ago. Haruwe Shigema's son, I fucking hate her name, Shuichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school, with a ransom being demanded that same evening. Initially,
don't think about the detective, Rob.
No, I just hate saying her name.
Her name or his name?
Her name. Haruwe.
Haruwe?
I hate it.
Okay. Then I misheard you. I thought you were talking about Shuichi.
No. Fucking her name. Initially, the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme. But when it came to light that the Shigema family was closely tied to the police, and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of a senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. Kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police, and a large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace phone calls. This made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit, losing the public's confidence. The culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the police force. With 3 days of failure after failure, Haraway reached a breaking point. Spurned by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible, but her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that they would not let the criminal win by giving in to their demands. Increasingly frantic detective assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give an ultimatum, causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed, and Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi's death could largely be ascribed to the police's incompetence, but this was ultimately covered up with stringent media embargoes. The investigation was never closed, but the case is long gone cold. So, her husband and father, with their big fucking egos, decided, nah, we're not going to give in to the kidnapper and give the police a bad name. No, we're just going to keep investigating. And then the detective fucked it up.
That's not okay.
Anytime there is mention of police, whether it's political or just the way that they are run, I always go to the side of defense. I have a bias against it. But this is super fucking stupid, and they deserve everything that happened to them. I mean, Haraway doesn't, but everybody else that's involved does.
Well, yeah, because that amount of negligence is not good.
Yeah,
not good at all.
Like I may also be a little annoyed.
Welcome back, Autumn.
Back, Autumn. I also may be a little annoyed because I have been dealing with so many people in their egos recently that it's just starting to grate on me immensely. Myself included. Like, I'm not taking myself out of that equation because I know that I definitely have a little bit of an ego problem. At least a little bit of an ego problem myself. But dealing with other people with bigger egos, the murderous impulses are never far away. Barely understand words? Is that because you're burnt out, or there's something wrong with the audio?
I assume school stuff.
Okay. Oh, your brain is even more... you said that before. Okay. Oh, you're burned. Okay. No, I'm just passionately just ranting right now. That's all. Like, this just grates on me in the worst possible way. Hey, you know what? Do not take that time with your girlfriend for granted there, even if it is just over a voice call.
This man is spitting facts.
Ugh. Anyway, yeah, Haraway's story is gonna be a little tough.
It's already triggering you, and we've barely started.
Shuichi Shigema.
And he's a wholesome, innocent lad. On top of that,
oh, of course, the only son of Haraway Shigema. Shigema, excuse me. He was kidnapped and murdered 1 year ago. His body was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi was a conscientious, brave young boy who was determined to protect his mother, Haraway, amid his father's frequent absences. He dreamed of becoming a police officer and displayed diligence and an impressive sense of responsibility from a young age, likely due to being raised in an extremely strict environment. Born in the early 70s, he spent his days immersed in various activities and studies, including playing piano, learning the abacus. Abacus. Taking English lessons.
It's fine because it's old.
Yeah. Taking English lessons and training in kendo. Shuichi's tenacity or tendency to put other people's needs over his own meant he died without ever telling his classmates how much he longed for them all to go out on a hunt for mockingbird stickers. Yeah, that hurts a little bit. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision. Alright. Suppose there's not much going over the kidnapping, not much point in going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. Please trace the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, northern Oyoko River here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from. But it was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Oyoko River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's likely he was abducted by car on his route home. Maybe, but... Exactly. Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into the car with a stranger. That's right. Very firm about it. He knew. I know he understood, too. I even saw him warning the other children. Possible they forced him into the car. The only issue there is there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car without that many students around and not be noticed, or with that many students around. And nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So did they target him at some other time, or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? Police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided the kidnapper must have just gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? Pressing down. Kidnapper managed to convince Shuichi to get into the car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me. If it were somebody that he would have reason to trust. Teacher, perhaps, or a relative, or somebody else that he knew. But all the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. Police checked on them thoroughly. They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. What if it wasn't someone he knew? Or rather, what if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? Don't explain why he didn't find them suspicious. Shigami family has close ties with the police after all. He would have had a reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely that couldn't have... Well, there is a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how much police officers stand out. Sort of problem. That's sort of the point after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. But here's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. Even kids who have been warned about stranger danger. Even subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. That is true, psychologically. In terms of danger or stranger danger or anything like that, it's often males that would come up first. Males are big, strong, scary. Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into the car? He might have. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. You'd certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. That's a little forward thinking for when this is supposed to take place. And where that takes place. Japan in the fucking 50s? Or no, 70s. Japan in the 70s?
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like one of the characters was born in the 70s, so there's no way this would be the 50s.
Yeah, that was my slip.
If they were born 20 years later in the past.
Without a face. Yeah, I mean, fucking Japan in the 70s? This is way forward thinking for that.
If Shuichi was age 6, then yes.
If Shuichi believed it, then we might have had something here. I think the culprit was a young woman. It was in the 80s.
Wouldn't it have been under culture and society?
Fuck is the... Fuck's the people?
Oh, that'd be persons of interest. It's one menu behind us.
Oh. That would explain it. We know how old Shuichi was supposed to be?
He was born in the 70s. Died a year ago. I don't think they ever said his name. Was he 11? His name. His age. Did she say how old he was?
Sure.
I might have missed it.
Alright, so late 70s, early 80s. Still my point. I think the culprit was a young woman. But it was a man's voice on the phone. May have been an accomplice. Or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. The question is, did anyone see Shuichi speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See, what I said about people's biases, that goes for witnesses too. I figured that maybe if I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers. I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route, seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. You mean he saw it happen? I can't say that for sure yet. Turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Flashback! Several hours earlier. Alright, this should do. There's no one around. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me, what was your name again? You want to take this one or should I?
Who, is this someone we've seen before?
I
wait, this is teacher?
I guess it was in which I had him, didn't I?
Yes. I think this is Yako's teacher.
Yeah. Danucci. Got it. Got it. Well, Danucci, I'm all ears. Oh, right, it was Joey. Right. That was the gag with this one. This guy doesn't belong in Japan. Don't worry about it. Got it. Oh, got it. Well, Junichi, I'm all ears. Guess we're on the same page. You're a private detective investigating Shuichi Shigeba's kidnapping. Do I have that right? That number from scrubbing. An 11-year-old who was abducted. Okay, fine. There's a lot of information that's being thrown around in this game. Of course, what else do I look like? I know what a private detective looks like. Oh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. Excuse me if they caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who's trying to kill you? It's fine, Vicky. there is just a lot of information here.
No, I genuinely didn't even realize that was a number that she said, so that's helpful.
Yep. Student called Michio Shiraishi.
Michio Shiraishi.
Shiraishi.
Isn't that the girl he was talking to during that scene?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Google, huh? Sounds like you've been naughty. It's nothing like that. The girl, she's a murderer. She's the only one who knows. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Joe. Fuck this entire... Fuck this entire train of dialogue.
There's a lot of SHs in this. Shiraishi and Surichi Shigima.
Michio Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shigema.
I think that's a tongue twister. Michio Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shigema. I saw her kidnap Shuichi. Not Shiggy.
Him again. I talked to him on the street and lead him away. I didn't think of much of it at the time, but then he went missing. Mad at him, I'm sure of it. Or at least she got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? And you can't let it get to me. If that's true, then you've been sitting on survivable information. Why didn't you tell anybody? Well, you see... Can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. You told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. So you're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? She sent him to the Shadow Realm, Yugi! I know that Joey's voice is probably just a little bit lower, but I've been talking as Kate Sith so much. That's what I've defaulted to. So you've been sitting on that all this time, and you think that she's coming for you now that you spilled the beans? Yes, that's it, exactly. I'm begging you, don't let it get near me. I rest out, I'm telling you, she's a demon. Oh, you seem to believe what you say. But it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified?
Unless he was really creepy.
You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. It's true. Her house, it's... oh, forget it. Why don't we even bother? She's a smooth criminal. You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough. I'll find someone else to help me. Hey. Wait. Come back.
Michael Jackson as Gene Wilder from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Stop! No, come back! Shuka.
Rest in peace. And that's about the long and short of it. I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought his mention of curse was just crazy talk, but I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Say, sir. Then if we could find that girl, curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name is Kohei Janucci. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida. Teacher, then this girl is likely one of his students. I think that's very likely. Last we got a lead. Hopefully it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. I read a resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gory details. And they say that the right can be found somewhere in Honjo. I remember the first time you told me that. Felt like my prayers had been heard. Like I had hope, real hope for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered. If I hadn't sent him to school, what if I just paid the ransom? Not a day goes by when I don't think that if I'd done something different, Shuichi would still be alive. Can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though I know that won't help any, if it's funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the right? Guess I didn't need to ask. It was written all over your face. I can tell how much she meant to you. But, and this is a big but, it's right as the real deal, then using it will mean killing someone and seeing their soul. Is that a problem? Come to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh, that's a shame. Shame, huh? That's all? I thought if I'd going to be competing with other curse bearers, and your detective skills might come in useful. Realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? I think any parent in my position would be happy to kill for a chance like this. Or would happily kill for a chance like this. That's so. Or that's so, is it? Dear oh dear, what have I got myself into? If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers, I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am, not even for a client. I'll pay you. What can I give you to change your mind? Sorry, ma'am, but not everything has a price.
Unless it's like $1 million. Sorry, 100 million yen.
I got my policies, and I'll stick to them. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. You have in mind? Well, about stealing someone else's curse stone after they fill it with soul dregs. If that was all you were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, then that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I guess there's no guarantee the stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would avoid our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. Bye. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? Haunting clappers, was it? That's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my memory would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Or Honjo. Yeah, Hojo. Get that fucking wrinkly-ass scientist out of here. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you. We'll need to be ready. The curses make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack can come from anywhere. Sounds sensible. And if I remember correctly... Oh, God.
Breathe.
Ugh. Your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or lighter on their person. There, that narrows it down.
Okay. So it has to have explicit fire.
Mm-hmm. Is that right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I guess it punishes those who don't heed the warning. Seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. I really think it's that good. Darky can't do much to throw it off, and has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one in your target's pocket. And say that condition were already fulfilled, but they even knew what you're there, they wouldn't even know where to hit them. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. Just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. That could work, although without any proof, it could come down to how convincing you could be. Only you could use the curse and back out at the last second. Last second? Interesting idea. I have a lighter here, right here. We could try it now.
What, on Richter?
That's an interesting proposal. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig.
Yeah, I'm like, that would be like, what?
Oh, I see. You're not one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying. And I don't think that's just a curse. You flatterer. He's strange. He's strange. That's what we do next. First of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Okay. Right then, have you decided on what you want me working on? Help me. I don't know. Which one do you want him to work on? The investigation into her son's kidnapping or finding people for the right?
Because this actually seems like 2 vastly different choices. I'm more interested in the kidnapping, to be honest.
Alright.
Maybe because I've seen so much murder, I'm like, now let's try to get some investigative action before we go back to murder.
There's a lot of murder.
There is a lot of murder.
Finally I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Wish my command, ma'am. Focus all my efforts into looking into the kidnapping. Having these two in the same room talking to each other pisses me the fuck off. That's why I
relatively your same voice.
That's why I had to add the British to it to make it different enough to know who's talking.
Man, similar voices for two people that are in the exact same room and you're voicing both of them. I've never had that problem before. No, never.
Your mouth. That tongue back. Stop that. Although, something just occurred to me. You can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least until the sun rises. You search for the other curse bearers. Alright, I see how it is. Well, I'd be happy to help. Odds are good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill into the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. Bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before the morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. I'll even try and find Miss Shiraishi. AI. Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. I can't wait to get back to this series whenever we have a Monday next and forget about all of these rules.
Hell yeah.
Now then. I have to get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I'll call you if I find anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. Alright. No telling what kind of curses you might find out on the street tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going. Woo! Yeah! Alright. So now we have officially started all 3 timelines.
Yay!
And they are vastly different, yet entirely connected.
Oh, of course.
Off stream, I am going to be working on the other save file that I posted, just so I can show off the alternate pathing here. Because it shouldn't be too long. I just have to go through this entire section again. It's fine. And just mash through it.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway. Only didn't almost just press the home button.
Totally. I believe you.
So much reading.
There's a lot of reading, my dude.
It's good though.
It's good reading, but there's a lot of it.
Need to start finding ways to not make myself tired when I'm reading for an extended period of time. Yawning in the middle of these lines just like, we're already perverting this fucking series by giving them ridiculous voices or following the facial structures. I don't need yawning in the middle of
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm more immersed because of it.
The hella violent book. What? But yeah, yawning in the middle of my lines does not help. Ugh. All right. Oh, the game of book. Oh, that's fair because it's a visual novel, basically. Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh no, there's a lot of murder. There's a reason why every single time that we like meet up on Discord to start the stream, we literally just say with, okay, so murder and murder, and then we just start and we just get into a call.
Yeah, pretty much. I am not EP. And I won't
when
be going
did
to
EP start becoming a thing? Because I don't remember when it started being a thing, but it's like Suzie uses it all the time, and I see it all over the place. When did that start being a thing? I'm not mad. I'm just confused. It's adorable, but like, when did that start becoming a thing?
I don't know. It just kind of settled in as part of vernacular there.
Zoomers sounds about right. Also, I have started Disco Elysium and then I haven't gotten back to it, which is always a great sign when it comes to an RPG. It was really cool though. I just got overwhelmed very easily. I have it on PS Plus. Although now that I'm waiting on it, maybe I won't get to it until after I get that back. But it was really cool for what I played so far.
I have enough RPGs open right now. I don't need to start another one. God, do I not need to start another one right now?
Yeah, especially when that game also uses fucking stat checks, similar to another game that came out that everyone was talking about.
Great. Yeah, I have 14. I have Old Republic, Guild Wars 2, Baldur's Gate 3, and Fallout 4. I'm playing 5 active fucking RPGs right now.
And that's not even counting the ones you're playing on stream.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
unless you said those and I just missed that.
I said Baldur's Gate.
And Persona?
Okay, 6. Soon to be 7 once we start Golden.
Soon to be 8 once we get to see his stars. Man, hey Rob, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Do you like RPGs?
What gave you that idea?
I just felt like it was just a hunch of a question.
I am not getting into fighting games. I am terrible.
No, you're not getting into fighting games unless they have a story, Blaze Blue.
I'm still waiting on that next entry. They left it open-ended. I'm still waiting for it. And I'm talking official, not any more of that fucking spin-off crap.
I feel like you'd like Guilty Gear. I hear that is also a good story.
I mean, it also just looks good.
I would get Strive if I wasn't terrible. And if it was on a heavy sale.
And when you get to Disco, have... Wait, it's a multiplayer?
Disco Elysium? Is it? I'm looking that up because I actually forget. I don't think it is.
Okay, I went through Blaze Blue, a fighting game, for the story, but the actual fighting segments were ass because I was ass. No? It's not? Oh, emotional support. Dave,
yeah.
I'm playing 14. I'm playing 14 on my own.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't remember it being multiplayer. I remember it being like heavy on like different. It was very open-ended. You can do various different things depending on how good your stats are.
Okay. I'm playing 14 on my own, and I just willingly started Persona 3 again. I think I'm a fucking glutton for emotional damage. Plus this game, as earlier has just shown. No, that's just my life. Been there, done that, buddy. Sorry, try again.
See, I feel like a lot of fighting games now are doing the thing where they're making it more accessible to people who are bad at fighting games, which is why I love Street Fighter 6 so much, because they appeal to also me, a player who's bad at fighting games.
So were you the one that told me last night to save as much money that I can, and now you're telling me, yes, go and buy those more games?
Yes, I did say that. That still applies. I never said you had to do it right now. I was just saying that maybe that's something you'd like in the future. So my point still stands. I would also like to get Guilty Gear Strive. Just because it looks very fun and Bridget is adorable. And May.
Trans representation. Anyway. Games are doing wonderful. Threading the needle between getting new players, satisfying old players.
And having fuck you good art and animation.
Okay, but my competitive nature, though. Can we not, like, when we were playing Soul Cow, I was really fucking bad with that.
I mean, also Skullgirls.
We don't mention Skullgirls. Skullgirls broke my fucking wrist. Fuck you, Philia.
You mean Fuqua? I'm pretty sure it was Fuqua.
The green one.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck you, Fuqua. The fuck? Oh. They'll probably perform. Listen, I'm right there with you. Skullgirls had pretty good music.
No, the music was phenomenal. I still have some of the tracks from that game on my iPad from way back when, and I still have a bunch of that in my library. The music, the art, the animations, the characters, the game's just great.
Yeah,
I wish the story was better, but the game was phenomenal in every other aspect.
Yeah,
Jazz for days, of course.
The story was not great. I probably will never open up Skullgirls again, even though they have constantly been supporting it, and they broke away from their old company, which, I mean, like, all power to them with that whole thing. But I will,
Umbrella is adorable.
But I will probably never open that game again. Like, I am done with, like, that was an era, and I am done with that era. I'm moving on to other projects there.
All right, here we go. Let's wait for Skullgirls 2.
If it has a good story. If it actually has a story that actually completes itself and doesn't leave it up.
Gotta love those open for interpretation stories.
To be fair, Blaze Blue kind of did that too, but I have more,
which I can't entirely fault because that gets more people talking about it.
Yeah. For someone like me who plays most games for story and music, it pisses me off immensely. Anyway.
So we're at the end of the stream now.
Yeah, I mean, it's on brand.
Yet another segment of the end of stream podcast.
It's on brand.
It's so on brand for both of us.
So unless something else happens this week, which it better fucking not. This week is already a mess as it is. The only other thing that I can see happening this week is one or multiple Persona 3 streams after work the next couple of days. I'm a fucking whore. But to be fair, like I'm still just at the beginning of the game, but might be some more rival battles or Pokemon stuff going on Chris's channel this weekend. Yeah, Persona R. Except that you will be in bed and asleep by the time I start the stream. It's going to be after work, which is probably going to be like around 11 o'clock.
Yeah, Persona R and Pokemon. Yeah, have a good night, fellow fella.
As I mentioned before, week to week, the streams that happen, streams are scheduled per day, but not all of those days are free. So once one of those days are free, that means we get to play a stream of a game. That's just how it is at the moment. Yes, good night, you too. So, like I said, nothing else from me except Persona 3 reload after work the next couple of days, which it will be in a late night, overnight into the early morning type of stream. Eventually, we are going to start Persona 4 Golden, because we just finished up the Three Houses DLC Cindered Shadows, which turned out a lot better than I was expecting. That battle went by really fucking fast. But hopefully we can get it started when things are a little bit more stable. And, Mondays, obviously here, I stream Paranormasight with Chris for the time being. Tuesdays with Suzie, or Rowan, and PJ, stream Baldur's Gate 3, which we have not gotten back to since before the holidays, because scheduling's a bitch. Thursdays on the Twitch channel, I am streaming through the Kingdom Hearts series with Suzie. Currently, we are on Birth by Sleep, which is a lot of fun. And that is really about it for right now. Nothing else in the near future, which is good, because Lord knows there's not enough time for what we have as it is, let alone more projects. And that is really about it. Eventually, Suzie and I will sit down to watch through the Recoded movie and go through the secret reports for Kingdom Hearts 2, which will be their own videos. So, don't expect it for like 6 more months, because it requires editing, even to a small degree. Yeah, that's really about it. So, Chris, channel stuff.
Bro,
why do you always catch me eating?
I don't know. I was a waiter at some point, so
You were reading about the entire section that had anything to do until afterwards, and now it's like, oh, now. Okay. I've gone through 2 whole water bottles in the stream.
Hey, you're hydrated.
Actually, I'm rendering something right now. It is not finished rendering, but I'm building a bulk up of streams I should have put out over a year ago, but have not. Both the Splatoon Hero Story VODs and the Bayonetta 3 VODs, both of which have not been posted on my channel yet.
Oh, great. One thing that I don't want to watch, or one thing I can't watch. Although I was pretty much, I was there for a good majority of your Splatoon main story streams.
You were there for the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I pulled a Pooja.
I have to put those up. I'm still working on the common stuff, Earthbound, Metopia, a secret third project that I did with my partner.
World Ends With You.
Rob, you and I really need to find time to get to finishing The World Ends With You. Those are like the immediate things. Any other things that I think of that could also be a thing? I have a bunch of other ideas written down. Some of them related to things I mentioned in my end of year project, my end of year video last year. So things are happening. They certainly are happening. I probably won't be in any Thursday streams with PJ or Nick for at least 2 weeks while I get my financial stuff situated. But otherwise, if I stream something, you'll likely see it on Twitch. If it's a main project, it'll be on YouTube. Just follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, check. It's all the Chris Master 4. Just check to see what I'll be doing whenever it happens. And Pokemon will probably happen on Friday.
Cool.
On YouTube.
Number one, You still have one more video to put out of our existing fucking recording session there, buddy.
God, I keep forgetting that. I keep blocking it out of my head. I do need to work on that.
And I have to keep reminding you because it's got to come out eventually.
No, it does. I mean, again, it's similar to how I feel about Earthbound, because Earthbound has to go through a lot of editing to brush off some of the excess salt that some of that a good chunk of those early sessions have to get to the new shit where it's a lot more palatable.
Feel that. And
plus,
second of all,
to make up for a lot of the commentary that I never gave during a lot of those bits because I was just kind of passively playing it and not actively playing it.
Right. And second of all, finishing is funny because you still got a lot to go, buddy.
Bro, I am aware,
especially if you
my
were
point still
determined.
stands.
Especially if you were determined to do all the extra shit.
We shall see how determined I feel. That series has been going on for at least 2 years.
I will probably have a guide if you truly believe that you want to do it.
I wouldn't even mind if we just fucking streamed it, honestly. And then I just post the VODs later.
Maybe. That might honestly be the best way to do it. Maybe after we're done with Paranormasight, we can take a little bit of a break from my end and move things over to your channel. That way it would give me a little bit of a breather, both in terms of stream and financially.
Well, the thing is, I would have to still keep it like a Let's Play. So we would probably just stream good chunks of it.
Oh, you mean do private stream?
Yes, like a private stream, and then like treat it like how TRG treats the videos, where we just record a giant chunk in a session. And then cut it up and then do certain things during those sessions when they happen.
Maybe.
And then I just put in an intro and outro in each of those things. I don't know. Something.
We'll figure it out.
We had to adjust Earthbound for COVID reasons, so I wouldn't mind adjusting The World Ends With You for moving reasons.
That's fair. Especially considering that our recent loose plans that were not really solidified have changed once again due to circumstances. Ugh. In terms of living. It sounds bad. And in terms of living situations.
Christ.
Anyway.
That's it.
That's it. Cool. PJ's channel's not dead. Suzie's channel's not dead. Go check out everything down below. Special shout out as always to Actualize Gaming or Vicky. She is doing a lot of shit right now. She is currently working on a Let's Play of Majora's Mask, which she uploaded a video the other day that I still have not seen. That will be on the list there. If you're just here for the lovely murder and dark stuff, first of all, if you enjoy the dark stuff, join me for Persona 3. It is dark, if not darker, than what we are doing here. But if you're just here for Paranormasight, we will see you guys in whatever free Monday slot we have next to stream more of this game. Otherwise, I will see you guys sometime over the next couple of days for some more Persona 3 Reload. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody.